Say what you will about West Virginia.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think of it as blue and yellow.
But would you see this in other states? So we're there. We're in what town are we in? Charleston.
Yeah.
Charleston, West Virginia, the capital of it.
Yep. Cap.
Say what you will about Charleston.
It's named after a guy named Charles.
But would this happen in any other city? We are Lucas, Mike, DJ Michael, and Trey all end up kind of walking around that morning and go to this bookstore in downtown Charleston. And Michael, they're all kind of splitting up, looking at books, getting coffee, whatever. DJ Michael bumps into a woman, physically bumps into. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry." And kind of looks at her and is like, "She looks familiar. I don't know, whatever." Goes about his business. And then Lucas is over there reading a book. He peers over and he's like, "That girl looks familiar too." And he goes over to Trey and is like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Trey was like, "Dude, that's Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner is in this bookstore." And so Michael bumps into her, doesn't even like really say anything. Trey and Lucas are watching from a distance and they're just like, maybe this is just like a thing. I guess maybe this is just what she does.
She just hangs out
in Charleston, West Virginia. And it was so funny because then I wasn't there, but I'm starting to catch wind of this. Like, yeah, did you hear? The boys saw Jennifer Garner today. I'm like, I've walked around this whole city. There's no way Jennifer Garner's here. Like, there's just no way that she is here.
Yeah.
And Google it, and turns out I think she was born in Houston or something, but spends a lot of time in Charleston and has a home there and really likes it there. And so
Charleston, West Virginia?
Charleston, West Virginia. Yeah. Charleston.
Are you like Charleston, South Carolina? I can believe.
Does she know she's in West Virginia? And so
is it landlocked?
It was, yeah, it's inward a bit.
What's so special about Charleston, West Virginia and Jennifer Garner's being there?
It was so funny because when we were just going over it later in the day of just she's just so naturally beautiful. We're talking about all this stuff. And Lucas said, he said something. He's like, "I love my girlfriend, but Jennifer Garner in a bookstore is a problem." It's just like how it's just like a natural rom-com. It's just like, what are the odds of this?
Right.
Like I run into Jennifer Garner in a bookstore.
She's so sweet and so innocent. And
in West Virginia. She's not being bothered. Right. This could be a problem.
This could be it. Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was really fun. And I couldn't believe it. So I was like, well, I bet this meanwhile, Rachel was so mad at me, by the way, because she was like, "Well, why didn't you see her?" And I was
You're
like,
at Jimmy John's.
Yes.
Sorry.
When did you hear all this?
Correct Opinions.
Oh, it's Wednesday. You already listened?
I listened
this morning?
Part of it.
I listened to most of it.
You guys both have already up to date on my stories?
We're a supporter of you.
I have a drive here.
My goodness.
Sorry, Jake. This is great. This is great. This is great.
So, yes, basically, Rachel's upset at me because she was like, "Why
Jimmy
didn't
John's.
You ate a sub sandwich instead of reading."
That's the joke. Is I was not at a bookstore and said I was at Jimmy John's. She was very upset at me for that.
You had a foot long and not with Jennifer Garner.
Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Garner.
Jiminy Gardner. But yeah, it was funny. So I was like, well, I'll talk about this on stage tonight. Because I'm sure this happens all the time. Well, you guys already heard.
No, I haven't heard this part. I only listened 5 minutes.
And so I was like, I mean, if Jennifer Garner lives here, this is a small town. They probably see her all the time. And so I'm on stage just like, it's beautiful being in Charleston today. We saw Jennifer Garner today. And I thought the crowd would, I don't know, just have a reaction like, yeah, classic. And they start like, you can hear these, whoa. And I'm like, well, that was different.
It says on our Wikipedia page, but I've never seen it before.
And then they just start,
where? Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know this is the setup to my joke, and there's clapping at me. I don't know. She's not here right now.
No.
What are you clapping at me
This
for?
girl kind of looks like her. She's her alias.
Nice.
Yeah.
This girl, you look old for your age. 13 going on 30. Why don't you stand up and give a twirl? And use Capital One. Stand up.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. This is the Capital. Yeah, you guys are number one. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground, Ghostrunners podcast.
That's probably actually funnier than anything I was going to say, so you can roll it at that.
What was the joke?
Well, on stage, I said, I was like, I actually did not get to see Jennifer Garner. Lucas, Michael, and Trey got to see her.
Because you were at Jimmy John's.
I said, you know who I did see? 19 homeless people because they have a homeless problem there. And so you do see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I did. And I was like, but the Jimmy John's employees were great.
Yeah.
And I did. You know who I saw that day is I saw a ton of homeless people and I saw Scott on Google Meet. So we had a call.
Meet.
So
Oh, yeah.
I saw homeless people, Scott, and no Jennifer Garner. But
Bummer. Jennifer Garner's so sweet. Like, who doesn't like Jennifer Garner?
yeah.
She should have been on their s'mores for like people that everyone loves.
Yeah.
Or at least like doesn't have a negative opinion about. Maybe you don't love her, but like no one's like Jennifer Garner. She's the worst.
And I really haven't even seen her in that much stuff. I mean, Catch Me If You Can, she plays that one role. Like
That's a fair point. Yeah, she's like not like what's she known for? Alias, 13 Going on 30.
I don't know.
And those movies and shows were like fine.
I think I know her from like that one like Christian Miracles from Heaven movie. That's what I've seen.
Whoa.
Okay, I've never seen that
I
one.
don't know about this.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, like is she kind of Christian?
I don't know.
I don't know. She wasn't a Jimmy John's. I didn't get to
I feel
talk
like
to
she's
her.
pretty clean. Catch Me If You Can. She was kind of seductive there, wasn't she? I can't remember.
Well, yeah, she had Leonardo DiCaprio pay her $1,000 for like a night with her.
Oh, that's right. That one.
Oh,
How could I forget?
she's like throwing the deck of cards at him. Higher, higher. Leonardo DiCaprio's like 18 years old. $400. Fun times, fun times.
Man, that is wild though. I mean, maybe they were just reacting because it's like, I don't know. There's certain celebrities or certain places that don't have like Kansas City does not have a bunch of celebrities just crawling around. And so the people that we have are not very big. Well, Paul Rudd is big, but like beyond that, it's like pretty low down the totem pole, but we still love him. Like Eric Stone Street is like, yeah, he's fine. But everyone around here is like, Eric Stone Street's doing the thing for the Chiefs. You know, he's
Banging
a big
on the
deal.
drum again. It seems like it would be the equivalent of like saying you bumped into Patrick Mahomes here or something. Because I talked to people afterwards and they said, I've lived here 40 years. I've never seen Jennifer Garner. So that's why they were reacting the way they were. Because they hear this folklore of like, Jennifer Garner lives here and no
Yeah.
one's ever seen her.
There's like common knowledge that she's here.
And then Trey's been in town for an hour and sees her. Like, the Illuminati, you celebrities, you have a way of seeing each other.
I did hear that Trey, DM'd her. I was disappointed that they didn't talk to her. I would have talked to her.
I know.
I mean, don't be annoying about it, but I don't
Yeah,
think.
what do you got to lose?
Yeah.
I think there's just sometimes I would assume they're just like I don't want to be bothersome to them,
That's fair.
but like as somebody like Trey that gets talked to a lot, I'm sure he knows how to do it right and wrong.
Totally.
You know, so I would have said something. I would have been like, especially like you're doing a show. Hey, do you want to come to my show? It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. We're clean comics, clean comedians, but fun. So she was not there.
I didn't see her there.
That we know of. She was dressed up like Nathan.
I don't know. I didn't see her, but yeah, it was fun. West Virginia was great. The first West Virginia show we did was in Charlestown. 2 words, tossing a W in there.
Close to each other?
No, like 5 hours away.
Wow.
This is like barely in West Virginia. You know that like upper right weird part of West Virginia?
Yeah.
It's basically in that. It's like very close to like Washington, D.C. But anyway.
There's 2 substantial places in West Virginia called Charlestown and Charleston.
I don't know if Charlestown is substantial, but there was a casino there. So that's why we did that town. But yeah, either way, both towns in West Virginia. Did both on back-to-back days. And I didn't mess it up on stage. But yeah, that was fun. They had a casino. I hadn't went out and I hadn't gotten dinner yet. And so I go out to the casino food court at like 6:15. And I'm starting to get recognized way more than I thought I would for a casino show in West Virginia. And so this person wants a picture, this person wants a picture. And then I get stopped by
Jennifer Garner.
an old lady in a wheelchair. And she was like, "Are you famous?" And I was like, "No, they think I'm famous, but I'm not." She's like, "I think they think you're famous because you are." She's like, "Get in here and take a picture with me." And so I was like, "All right." And so, yeah,
Sure.
I was to the point where I was taking pictures with people in wheelchairs. Her name was Betty. It was very sweet. And Betty's husband could not find the camera app. And so we just like kind of like I'm squatting and
You
we're
were posed.
hugging for a long time. But it was an Android, so I didn't feel comfortable. Like, let me show you where it's at. I don't know where to find
I
this
got it,
thing.
buddy.
Yeah, this is tough for Betty. It's tough for anybody of any age.
That's tough. Like you've already like committed to being down on her level, like getting there, and he hasn't even gotten the camera out yet.
I want this picture again when I figure out who you are.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it.
All right, Betty.
That's amazing. I feel like when you do start, it is like a domino effect, like, or whatever. Like,
It's like a social proof.
Yes.
something of like, well, there's something going on. I don't want to miss out on whatever's happening over there.
And I've noticed even, I mean, I've so much less than you, but like if somebody says something to me, then it feels like other people are more comfortable saying something. Like,
Oh, he's approachable.
like they might have recognized you and me, but somebody else said something first and we talked to them. And so then these people behind us are like, I'll say something too.
Okay,
Now that they
okay.
seem fine about it. you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun though. Okay. So you were out there and hanging out with
Just
Maddie.
schmoozing, looking like a politician, just talking to everybody. No, it was great. Good casino show. A lot of ghosties everywhere. So thanks for coming out. It's fun to meet everybody. And later that night, we all hit the tables, which is fun. And
Were you just going blackjack?
yeah, just blackjack. I got down early. Dude, you would have hated this dealer. Because I know you're big on like the dealer's attitude affects the cards.
Or just like, it's just not fun.
It's
Like,
not fun.
Why are you being a punk?
This was like all time 10 out of 10 punk. Just like had no remorse for like, dude, multiple times he's showing 5, ends up with 21. We're dealt 20s. We're just going, how does it happen twice in a row? And he's just taking your chips as fast as possible. And it's just like a little remorse.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It got so bad. So this guy, Michael's standing behind us, just the ultimate hype man. Just Michael's just so good to have in your corner. I don't care what it is. It's so fun. And Trey and I are just getting money taken from us left and right. And Michael is reacting much like how Scott would, just giggling.
Yeah.
Dude, that seemed impossible and he still won.
That was crazy how much you put down on that one and lost.
You doubled and still lost against a 6.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that was, I thought that was like really low probability right
What
there.
are the odds of that?
That is crazy, dude.
So Michael's doing that. Michael's going, yo, this is crazy. 4 times in a row.
And you doubled every time thinking you get it back.
You keep raising your bet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But Michael starts kind of like, not chirping at the dealer, but it's like, in my opinion, making it fun for everyone. Just like this dealer keeps taking our money. And Michael's going, yo, sir, what is your name? And he's like, Eric. And he's like, Eric, I'm going to call you El Bandito because you are taking my friend's money. And just being, a couple of hands later, he's like, boys, the sheriff is in town and he's collecting and different stuff. And he's like, I'm going to call you this or whatever. And the dealer in his breath's like, yeah, I'll call you loudmouth. And so they start going back and forth like, oh my gosh, here we go. I don't know if Michael actually heard him, but it's just like this dealer is just having the worst mood and dealing the worst cards. And he takes our money again and has 21. And I was like, man, I feel like you're not rooting for us. I said it friendly because normally that's the most fun. The dealer was like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's with the cards tonight.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It just feels like when you have a good, like a kind dealer, it just hurts less.
Totally. It's just a little more fun.
And when you win, I don't remember ever winning with like a jerk of a dealer.
It's just the dealer's excited. He busted. How much more fun is that?
Yeah.
It's always like, it feels like you're not on our side. And instantly he snaps back at me and just says like, hey, don't just kill me and make me out to be the messenger. Says something like messes up the phrase of don't kill the messenger. Don't act like I'm the messenger. And then we let that sit for a little bit. And Trey's like, you are literally the messenger. You are the one messaging. You were giving us the cards.
Man.
You are the messenger, right? You understand that? And anyway, it was just a bad time. So luckily, I'm never down too much. I'm enough to stay afloat.
Yeah.
In the end, it took me like 3 hours to make my money back. And then I made like $100.
Grinding.
But it took forever. Meanwhile, the guy next to me, sitting there the whole night, I'm going to give you guys some fun guesses. So he was smoking a cigarette the whole night. My clothes smelled awful afterwards. But what was he drinking? I'll give you each 3 guesses. What was he drinking alongside his cigarette?
Chocolate milk.
That was it.
Oh, wait, really?
Did I say that on Correct Opinions too?
No. Just the first thing I thought
So you
of.
get for double dipping, Jake.
Fun game. So yeah, this like 65-year-old Albanian man is just chocolate milk. No, it was hot chocolate, I think. Sorry. Basically,
Okay.
you got it.
Chocolate milk is so much better. Say chocolate milk.
that's
From
the
now
thing.
on, it was chocolate milk.
It's like these waitresses come over, and I've never seen them offer anything other than basically alcohol, maybe a water. And, hey, I've got Long Island iced teas. I've got Jack and Coke. Got hot chocolate. I'll take hot chocolate. I'm like, really?
I'll take the hot chocolates.
And, Michael's giving a hard time. My man, hot chocolate cigarettes dying, whatever. And anyway, he sat there and just played by the book for 2 hours, drinking hot chocolate and cigarettes. And then, dude, he gets to his wits' end. He's just been losing money. And so then he starts playing 2 hands. The hand on his right, he's dealt a king and a 7. 17.
Yes.
Great. Dealer showing face card, but still.
Right.
Second hand, double aces. He's like, all right, time to make some money back. This guy, I don't know, he got scared off by the 10
no.
showing. So first of all, he hits on the 17.
What?
We're all going, dude, what are you doing? It was a $25 minimum.
Simon, that's a bad idea.
It's
Okay.
statistically
Like,
stupid.
Beyond basic. Like, don't ever do that.
4 out of 13 cards can help you out. So not looking good. And you already have a good hand. And so we're going, what are you doing? Then he gets to his 2 aces and he says, hit me.
No.
And the dealer's going,
I would be so mad.
hit you?
That's when I get mad. I get more mad at that than the dealer.
Yeah, because you're messing up our cards. It's
Yeah,
like, it's
all
one
of a sudden
thing-
I lost money because of you.
Yes. And yeah, so he hits a 2/12, gets a face card. Now you have a hard 12, and then it gets another face card, 22. He's out.
And I shouldn't have done that. I should have. Yeah, that's why I would have had a 13 and a blackjack.
So we're like, dude, you would have had 2 blackjacks.
Dude,
You're an idiot.
that's rough.
And he got up and left. So yeah, it was fun. By that point, no one else was still playing with us, so I got to report back to the boys later. I was like, remember hot chocolate and cigarettes? He went off the rails just for one hand. He just lost it.
He was playing the right things all the time.
Played basically by the book the whole night. And then the last hand, it was like, hit me on 12.
Oh man,
2 aces.
that fires me up more than anything. It fires me up even more if that guy would have won. Like if he would have done
like,
17
see?
and gotten a 4 and be like, that's why I hit. That's why I hit. And it's like, okay, but you screwed up everything else. And then the dealer gets a 20 and you lose on your 18.
Yeah, it was messed up. So fun casino experiences, like
Yeah.
always. You always just see some characters, and
Do you have more casinos in the future?
I don't probably, but I don't know.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Honestly, Topeka, I don't know.
Topeka seems like a place that they definitely have a casino there.
I thought they do. We might be at the Performing Arts Center there. So, hey, come to Topeka. I think, yeah, when you're listening to this, the show's in like 2 days. So
Top Town.
it's close to town. So that was fun. West Virginia was great. Jennifer Garner, casinos. You want me to keep going?
Yeah,
Or you
sure.
want to?
I had a crazy eyebrow hair.
Oh, that's right.
That's about it. I have nothing written down. Oh, and I've been chasing a charge on my phone all week.
Been chasing it.
Really, just since Catherine's been sick, because I've been sleeping not next to my bedside table, and I haven't ever.
Just chasing that
But
charge.
it's fine. I mean, my phone, I don't know, 45% right now. I'm fine.
Okay.
I got plenty
Fine.
of. I've been driving enough, just chasing that charge.
I'll do the live stream later, which if you're noticing, well, you probably noticed 2 things. 1, yes, we are sponsored by Good Ranchers, and this whole episode is. And 2, you're noticing this
American Meat Delivered.
microphone is here. What's that for? Stick around and find out, why don't you?
It's telling me,
It's giving.
it's giving golden voice vibes. Is that how you say it? Is that kind of the thing? Do you know anybody who actually talks like that?
A couple.
Really?
I'm not sure
Young women.
how ironically they're doing it. I think a mix.
That's how it starts.
A lot. Anyone I know started ironically and probably has somewhat shifted into just like part of their vocabulary.
Yeah.
We did a sheltered person interview yesterday for Crutch Opinions, and the woman we interviewed said, like, it's giving sheltered vibes. So she said it. Seemed like she said it legitimately.
Yeah, but is that like because she's sheltered and she's trying to?
She's trying her best. Yeah, it could be.
Catherine the other day goes, I can't. And I was like, don't you dare say even. she was like, I wasn't gonna. I was just gonna say I can't. I was like, okay.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, exactly.
The last night in the morning in West Virginia, Charleston, Hampton Inn, and we've got to wake up at like 5:15 to go to the airport, which is getting real tired of doing this, just getting home so early, multiple flights. And so, go to bed sometime around like 1 a.m. or so, probably set my alarm for 5:15. For maybe the first time in my life, this is a great story of serendipity. I wake up an hour before my alarm and only sleeping 4 hours. So I don't know how it's not like I got so much sleep.
Like you hit one REM cycle and you were good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has ever happened in the history of my life. But I just wake up. Although I will say, it's one of those things where it's so early and I'm not used to waking up at 5:15. So I kind of like, I think I was aware that it was 4:15, but I was kind of like, it's early, got to head to the airport. And so I start like packing up and not realizing it's early. Well, then I see that Trey has sent me and the rest of the Kansas City people a text and says, hey, I couldn't sleep. I was up at 3 a.m. Our flight got delayed, so I rebooked to a 5 a.m. flight. So I'm going, oh,
5
geez.
a.m.?
Time to get to work.
Yeah.
And so then right there on my phone, I'm like figuring out like, what are our options? How bad is this delay? It seems like we're going to be delayed like 6 hours in Chicago. I'm not going to get home till like 4:30. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's not going to work. The Coops are in town. They're waiting on me. I want to get home. I haven't seen Rachel in forever. And so I'm booking and I'm finding new flights. And then I realized, okay, this next flight, it's either there's one more at 6:05 and the next one isn't until like 1 p.m. Small airport, a lot of time. So I'm calling Isaac. I'm calling Derek.
This is like what, 4 o'clock at this point, you think?
Yeah, it's like 4:30 or so.
Okay.
And 4:45 maybe at this point. Can't get them to answer. And they end up not waking up in time. And so I got on the early flight and I ended up landing at like 11:30 and they didn't land till like 5:30. It's like a 6-hour difference.
Yeah.
So it really stunk. But yeah, truly just like how else? This is crazy. Why did I wake up this early?
Yeah.
And yeah, freaking, I felt so bad for Isaac and Derek because like they were still in the Charleston airport when I was back in Kansas City. And
I did see that. Yeah. In the Find My Friends, like Isaac was in Charleston. So I was like, interesting that they're not flying together here.
Yeah. I was like giving him a hard time. I was like, hey, more time to find Jennifer. She's out there.
That's right.
Go find her. Maybe she's flying
commercial.
home today.
Yeah. Capital One, all those points.
You're racking up the points.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 4, maybe 5 a.m. at this point. I call an Uber. It takes forever to get there because there's only 2 in the town. And it's so early in the morning. And I open up the trunk and it's full. And there's a bunch of children's scooters back there. And I don't even know what the story is on that.
How many?
Like probably 3, like
Okay.
children's scooters.
Yeah.
Pink ones. All right. No problem.
Yeah.
And so then I just bring all my bags into the back seat of the Uber. And her first words to me were, good morning.
Good to see you too.
Her second sentence was, just want to let you know, I just had the last customer I had stunk to high heaven, smelled like he was covered in cat pee, and he was sitting right where you are.
Okay.
Good morning.
West Virginia.
This is awesome.
Mountain Mama.
I know I bring it up all the time, but it's amazing how you get treated in Ubers. It's just how it is every time. You just
Really?
can't get a normal one. Can't get a normal one.
What's the difference? Yeah. It's just, obviously it's more convenient to get an Uber than a taxi. But like,
Yeah.
is it way cheaper to get an Uber?
I would think it's got to be. I mean, you're competing for the same service, so I would think they're similar in price. And I think this actually might have been a Lyft, but
Oh. Hey, don't defame Uber's name with Lyft driver.
The coughing
Because
is
they
so
never
funny.
drive the same, they don't drive both companies.
that's what
ever.
she told me. She said it's actually it's 13 hours into my shift. I had to stop after 8 on Uber and switch over to Lyft because the Uber
Really?
doesn't let you do that long a shift. So she
Oh,
did like
wow.
8 on Uber.
So it's like very unsafe. Like, yeah, I'm very tired.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, my goodness, just get me there safely. And yeah, it's so early in the morning. I'm so tired. But she was just talking my leg off and tells me she got into this because she's a people person. And I was like, yeah,
well,
it's great.
thank you.
It's early.
Thanks for the scooters.
Thanks for the scoots. But yeah, she was great. Got the job done. Got me there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was gross.
What do you think? I feel like you've been more of a morning person recently. Is that true?
Yeah, somewhat, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. Can't teach old dog too many new tricks.
I just feel like, sometimes I'll like go to look at our YouTube comments, and there's like if you like the comment, which Jake is a big liker of our comments.
Oh, I give them hearts.
Hearts, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearts. Excuse me.
Always have been. Always will be.
If you heart the comment, then it's no longer in like the first thread or whatever. And so I noticed today you had hearted something pretty early in the morning.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I wake up probably 7:30.
That's not bad.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey. Thanks.
Hey, thanks.
Timon, what's up with you? Fill us in.
Um,
Tell us everything.
oh man, I don't know. I went to Branson with some friends,
Oh, yeah, you did.
which was super fun. Just like, so it's like just the exact thing. It's like this will never make it out of the group chat, and then it like actually worked. That was fun. It was like my grandparents have some. I think it's like technically a timeshare thing. I'm not sure how that all works, but like at this like resort in Branson. So like where we stayed was just like way too nice for us. It was just like a super
Cool.
like a pretty like nice place. It was this like outdoor pool and like a hot tub and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. It was super fun.
So it was just the bros.
Yeah. I mean, my dad came and brought my 2 younger siblings because like it was like, I mean, they could also go to Silver City. It'd be
Yeah.
fun.
So it was not just the bros.
Not just the bros, but like we
Yeah.
had like a room to ourselves.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff, so that was
that's
fun. But yeah, it was awesome.
Cool. Well, you're just in Branson, right? Recently with your family, right?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Branson's awesome.
So was it
It's
mainly
so fun.
Silverado City that you went to, or did you go anywhere else?
Yeah, we were there for like one night. So like
Okay.
first day was SDC all day.
Yeah.
And then
SDC all day.
we went to Pizza Ranch. That was kinda funny.
Pizza Ranch.
There was this. I forgot about this. There was
Pizza
this
Ranch is-
at Pizza Ranch. There was this. So we sit at the table, and they come by every once in a while to like ask you if like didn't take anything, like whatever. But there was this one guy who I'm pretty sure he came every 1 minute. I'm pretty sure. It was incredible. It was like just when you'd. It was just ridiculous how often he was stopping by our table. It's like no one's even gotten more food.
Yeah, it sounds like an Impractical Joker. Someone's in his ear, like, go back again.
Yeah. It was
Go
great.
back again.
We need the
was
plates.
funny.
Go back again.
Let's talk rides. What do we ride at Silver Dollar City?
Pretty much got everything in.
Powder keg?
Yes.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Wildfire?
Powder keg was like one of the longest waits, I think.
Wow.
Which was interesting. But wildfire, you're like, oh yeah.
Thunderation?
Yes.
Good.
What are your thoughts on Thunderation?
No fun.
Brad's giving the thumbs. It's a great starter roller coaster.
Patty would like
I
it.
agree. I
Yeah.
think
You start your day with it. There's no line. Get in there. They used to let you ride backwards. That was kind of
100%.
fun.
They don't let you like backwards anymore?
No, they don't.
never heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like the whole one draw of Thunderation.
I think Thunderation is very underrated. Because you think
I
of it,
agree.
it's like the oldest roller coaster there. It's like, well, no one wants to ride Thunderation. But then you ride it, you're like, this is pretty fun.
So many of my friends
You
were
go
dogging on
underground.
Thunderation.
Yeah.
And Thunderation's pretty fun.
The twirls when you're going underground, those are fun.
Underground?
It's a long, clanky ride up. It's very, very
it's
loud.
very bumpy.
Yeah.
It's
Do you need seatbelts on it?
It's only, yeah. It's just the waist, though. You don't
Just
go
the
upside
lap?
down.
Okay.
yeah,
Just the
my,
lap.
My friend Noah was like, he said, I mean, just like the first like right when it took off, he like just started getting a headache because it just starts like I was like, I feel like that's just brace yourself. That's like like
It's a
rider's
roller
error.
coaster. Yeah.
I don't know.
Stiffen up.
But I think Thunderation's underrated. But yeah, Time Traveler,
Underrated.
Time Traveler's
got
Wife.
that one in.
It's
That was
nice.
fun.
What's
That's a
that
fun
one?
one. That's the newest one. So it spins while you're like on a disc while the roller coaster's happening, but it's not a spinny ride. So you're not spinning like the whole time and getting dizzy. It's just like there might be
like
a half
gravity,
revolution
kind of. Yeah.
while you're going down the big hill, which
They
is
have
fun.
that at Worlds of Fun. Spinning Dragons is what it's called. Pretty
little on
fun.
the nose.
Time Traveler's better, I'd say.
I've never done it.
You should. It's a
Okay.
great ride.
Time Traveler is nice.
Cool.
You do the big swing?
Yeah.
It's fun to feel the
I
butterflies
think
in your
it's
stomach.
one of my. I think it's one of maybe one of the best rides there.
There's
I
always a
would
long
love-
But
wait.
it doesn't
Yeah.
get appreciated that much.
Yeah. That one I do
So
love
fun.
a lot. Yeah.
It needs to last long.
It's just like so simple, but like, why is this so fun?
Pretty fun. I like my legs dangling.
Just going back and
It's so
forth.
fun. Like, yeah, you
on
just
a
like
pendulum.
are like weightless for a second in your
Uh-huh.
seat. That's fun.
Yeah.
Did you say it needs to last longer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I
Yeah.
thought that every time.
Then again, it's like getting people through.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I've ever seen both operating at the same time. There's like two sides to it,
Yeah,
but there's always just one going.
that ain't right.
That ain't
That
right.
ain't right.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
What else? Do we nail them all? Is that pretty much all the roller coasters?
Trying to think.
Oh, the wooden one. Outlaw Run.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Not bad.
And there's not too much of a weight on that one, which is surprising.
People discriminate against wood. Brad knows.
Yeah. People say it's not as good, not as clean,
Interesting.
not as smooth.
Not as
saying that
metally.
down. Yeah, that was like rated like the best wooden roller coaster in America or something like that.
It's a great one.
It's got two double corkscrews or something like that. Set some record.
Yeah,
It's the only
like
wooden roller
double-
coaster.
double barrel roll or something.
You
Barrel
go upside
roll.
down in it?
Yeah.
Twice. Yeah, just like a.
I need to get myself to SDC all day.
I was thinking while we're there, that needs to be the next like interview video.
Oh,
There's
that's fun.
so many like just
Oh,
looking
I
at
see.
people.
Yeah.
Like just like go around and interview people. That'd be a great place.
Does SDC still have the like that massive playground with
The
all
ball
the
pit.
Yeah.
They-
That's,
no.
no,
I know the ball pit was awesome.
dude, it was
got
like
rid
a
of it.
playground. It was
I've never
awesome.
seen this. I don't think.
Yeah, it was like what 4 stories tall.
It was just these foam balls and all these like CO2 like stoof.
you could shoot them. Yeah, I mean they didn't shoot super hard, but hard enough to like go a little bit. Like
I've seen something like that at like an urban air trampoline park.
Really?
nothing
Like
like
a
this time.
Multiple story.
No, I'm just kidding. It kind of reminded me of like a scene from Hook, like all like the pirate ship almost. Was it a pirate ship or like a treehouse or something like that? It was awesome. What they
Sounds
got?
fun.
What's there now?
And now they've completely redone the outside, and I forget what's on the inside now. It's like a fire station or something now. Is that sound right?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Pave paradise and put up a fire station.
I'd never walked inside the grandfather's mansion thing. That was kind of fun.
Got a grandfather's
Oh,
mansion.
the illusions, like all the
Topsy
optical
turvy.
Has a
illusions.
tilted room.
the
That's
pool
yeah,
ball
that's fun.
going over and over. He tried to do the sit up in the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pool ball thing is so funny because it's like, I wonder what it's gonna do. And there's like its
Clearly.
path is like engraved in the thing.
They've
So
never
how many
replaced the
times
felt?
it's rolled. Yeah.
Did you get yourself a turkey leg?
No.
That was a classic move from Uncle John back in the day. He was so sick from riding Wildfire 5 times in a row. and he's like laying horizontally on a bench in the fetal position. He's so sick, and like, can we get anything for you? And someone walks by, and he's like, I'll take one of those turkey legs. Take one of those turkey legs.
He's like dying. But he's like, I mean, yeah, turkey leg would be
I'll
nice.
take one of those turkey legs. Speaking of Uncle John, I've been putting a group text. My whole family, the Coops, the Fulbrights, a lot of us are going to go on a cruise this summer.
Okay.
And man, Uncle John is retired, and it shows. He is all up in this group chat, but it's pretty fun. Let me try to see. Like, well, just like my dad included Caitlin and Braden in the group chat, even though like they won't be able to come really. But he's like, maybe if we get talking, maybe we can guilt them into it. Uncle John, I refuse to believe that Caitlin would turn her back on the people who gave her the precious gift of life, who nursed her while sick. The endless softball practices, the early morning gymnastics classes, a devoted father who had to take a second job as an escort to pay for braces, who refused to send her to special schools and have to ride the short bus. Nope, not our Caitlin.
Oh, Uncle
And
John.
so we're doing all that, and then we're doing all these jokes about, hey, my dad's saying, hey, I need all of your birthdays to start booking this for you, and John's like 10/01/61, yes, AD. And just talking about how old he is, and
Just classic old man humor.
I want the senior citizen package. It comes with the burial at sea option, and he's just going off. And I can't believe we've got to share with these millennial snowflakes, just going off the deep end. And Caitlin, my sister, texts, John, you're really giving off crazy old man vibes right now.
That's awesome.
So it's been a fun group text. But
Does that spur on your dad or Steve Coop at all?
my dad for sure.
Yeah.
Steve Coop plays it straight for the most part. And then Paul Shira from the group or from the bachelor party.
He's coming?
He's in there now too. I don't think he's coming either. He's just there to to text.
For comedic effect.
Yeah. So it's mainly a group chat for them.
That's so fun.
And yeah, we should get to laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Tommy, did you do the ride where you're on the spinning little disc that just goes back and forth? I used to call it the Nutcracker. You'll know why if you ride it.
Was it? Wait.
It's like the Grand Exposition Coaster or something. It's in kind of a weird part. I think it's in the back part where the swing is a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
Unless it's someone's not clicking, but I don't think so.
Leave something for next time.
Yeah. Oh, we went on the American plunge thing.
Oh, I
Which
don't like
is-
the American plunge.
You don't?
You get wet. You get
Like the
soaked.
monsoon kind of thing. Oh,
It's
you
right
was-
next to wildfire.
I think it was just like it would have been miserable without like the right people. But it was like we were just there's like just not a line at all. So we went through. We come back. Were we supposed to get off? She's like, "Want to go again?" We're like, "Sure."
Heck yeah.
We're like
Plunge
soaked.
it.
And like it's like not even hot out. So it's just like we're
Yeah, it
freezing to
sounds
death.
miserable.
But it was really funny.
Did you do the flooded mine, the gun game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, love the
Classic.
flooded mine.
Just not a single line, but just like
Yeah.
like, there's no one there. But it's like it's pretty fun.
I
Guns
love that
that don't
place.
work. It's-
Yeah, you gotta switch the trigger finger because it'll get sore. It's a lot of PSI.
I was
to
like
pull that
using
trigger.
2 fingers.
Yep, you get it.
Yep.
I love this place. I could talk about it forever.
Dang, dude. Every time I went to SDC all day, it was with my youth group for Young Christians weekend. And so
Yeah.
it was crazy
So packed.
I mean, so every line was like 2 hours long, even the crappy ride. So like, I missed some of these. I mean, I've been to all of them eventually, but like didn't go to all of them one day. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Dang.
Well, I was surprised at how not crazy the lines were. Like
Really?
it was like spring break, like Thursday of spring break, which I mean, I don't know. But it was decent.
Yeah.
The main thing were like, yeah, time traveler and powder keg and stuff.
Good
That's
rides.
so fun. Man, let's go to amusement park sometime.
They're so fun.
Let's do a Gene Shorts. Yeah, that's fun. Gene Shorts interview there or something.
Yeah,
Man.
it's a good time.
Wildfire was like when I became a roller coaster guy. Like before that,
I think.
I was kind of like, I don't know, I'll do them, but I'm
I was
doing
scared
the
to go upside down.
Thunderations kind
Yep.
of thing. Like the more like not kiddie rides, but yeah, like not upside down, not as like whoa the giant Mamba rides,
Big
and
drop.
stuff. Yeah, and then Young Christians, I was just in line with all my friends. And I was like, I'm not gonna actually go. I'm just gonna be in line with you guys. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll just go. And then it was like that wasn't that bad.
Wildfire is great.
Yeah.
That's a great drop.
Oh yeah.
Wildfire's so good.
It's so fun. And then after that, I was like, okay, I think if I can do this, I can do anything.
I think I can. do
Anyone
it.
out there who's not a roller coaster person, like just try it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
a better life.
I've talked about that maybe on the podcast before, that I had that theory. After going on the Wildfire, I was like, you just got to go and then it's fun. And so my friend Sam Dwyer, who you knew growing up.
I played a little baseball with him.
Dude, just like the most like, not manly, but just like tough kid, like
bigger kid, like strong.
yeah,
he was
strong,
a
like
catcher.
naturally strong. Like, yeah, he was a catcher that literally one time got thrown out of game because there was a pickle situation, like the runner was in between, and he just took the ball as a catcher and just sprinted, caught up with the kid and tackled him with the ball. Like just a tough kid. And I was like, Sam, you'll just go on the Mamba, which is the tallest ride at Worlds of Fun. You've never been on a roller coaster in his life. Just go on the Mamba, and once you go, you'll love roller coasters.
You'll love him for the rest of your life.
And dude, the entire like ascent up to that first hill, he started like making noise I've never heard him make.
He's freaking.
And then the
tough.
whole way, dude, in the very end of the Mamba is like these like 4 like little hills, like quick hills. And the whole time he's like, I was like, what, did you love it, dude? You ready to go on another one? He's like, I don't think I'm ever going to go on another roller coaster in my life.
I don't get it.
I know.
I don't get that.
They're so fun.
They're so fun. Like,
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
And it's like so not I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's way more dangerous to drive to the theme park than it is.
Yeah.
I don't get
ride the
and,
rides.
and people who are scared of going upside down. I'm like, but you're buckled it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess like, yeah, but
Well,
man,
have you ever heard the Orient Express?
They have good orange chicken.
They were, yeah.
Heard of it, yeah.
That was like a classic ride at Worlds of Fun, and I think it got stuck one time upside down.
Whoa.
Yeah, they get stuck every now and then. Nobody,
Upside down, though?
Oh, Thunderation. Dude,
nobody dies.
Thunderation.
Upside down.
My friends were dogging on it the whole time. Then like as it's pulling in, it just like slows to a stop like way before it's supposed to. And then
That's part of it. That's part of it.
You know, like whoever's like running it just goes, all right, start just like shoving yourself forward. And so everyone, it's like,
Heave-ho!
it's like everyone. It's like she's just like, oh, just another. Yeah, just start like, and everyone's like, ugh, ugh, and then Noah and Graydon are just like, yeah, the Thunderation's so great. It's like,
I've never seen that.
Fun.
You know what I love about people who work at roller coasters? The thumbs up. They love the thumbs up, don't
And
they?
I love giving it back.
Yeah, yeah.
You give it back? Mm-hmm. They also
We're all
always
good?
always have their name tags, so I love talking to them. Thanks, Noah. Appreciate it, Noah.
We're all good here too.
Yeah.
We're all good on the ride. I love the thumbs up.
Dang, amusement parks are fun.
Yeah.
Next goes to Getaway, we go to amusement park.
We gotta.
We gotta.
Just go to Branson.
Next goes to Getaway, we go to Branson?
Yeah.
Branson's awesome.
That
We'll
makes
go to
sense.
Sight and Sound Show.
Oh my gosh.
Go to Soror City.
Yeah.
Whitewater.
Never been to Whitewater.
Ooh. I'll wear a 2-piece if you come.
Okay.
Like what, a hat?
Yeah.
Branson will be fun. We go, go-karting, golfing,
Yep.
go to camp.
Go to camp.
This could be fun.
Wonder if camp would ever let us. No, they always like shut down camp. You know, like they don't. It's not like open year round.
Like for rental or, yeah.
Yeah, like they don't like upkeep the cabins.
Or if there was a way to like during Uncle Week, like we go in like early May, we do a
Yeah.
Ghostrunners getaway and we get access to Barn 13 for 2 hours or something. And we do our podcast there. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd
be fun.
Barn 13. Is
Next
my-
year, guys, just make sure
my
next
spot.
spring you're available.
Barn 13 is where it all began for Brad Ellis.
Yep.
Fun.
I have basically just a couple more things.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
One, I'm a baker now. They call me Bake Triplet in the live stream.
Yeah, baby.
It was real fun. Rachel was like, I think I might bake banana bread with these old bananas. It's like, hey, you lay on the couch. I'm making banana bread tonight. And then she's like, well, I want to help if you're going to do it. It's like, okay. And then she's like, what if we live stream it? It's like, all right, now it's live stream now.
That
And
girl.
then-
She's thinking content.
Yeah, she's thinking about content. So we did that. I know a lot of people tuned in. It was really fun. Timon very much kept up the running bit that he was in the basement the whole time. Guys, can you throw me a slice? Guys, I'm trying to go to sleep. Stop being loud. That was fun. Brad met up with us halfway through.
Yeah.
Came over, played the memory game. It was fun. The banana bread tasted great. But here's my thoughts on baking. Teaspoon is a joke of a measurement.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's
It's-
like
oh, it's
nothing.
just so small.
Yeah.
Okay.
A teaspoon of baking soda? What's that going to do?
What? Yeah. How much is that?
And then it was a half teaspoon of baking powder. Nothing.
Whoa. There's a baking soda and a baking powder.
Yeah, don't get those mixed up. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever known that.
Yes.
Okay. What is baking powder?
I don't know. You don't need any of it.
Okay.
So don't even buy it because it's not going to ask for much.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts on baking. My other thoughts are if you allow one person in a live stream to give you advice, everyone will boss you around for the next hour. And then you will become a slave to the comments. But it'll turn out great.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I was like getting people's advice based on what their name was. Like there was like a like a Joan. I was like, I trust a woman named Joan to give me baking advice. And
Joan owns an apron.
There was a username. It was called Marilyn's Granddaughter's Design. It's like, I also trust that.
Okay.
If your grandma's name is Marilyn, then you can give me advice.
If that's your username.
Yeah. So it was fun. So maybe I'll do more of it. Maybe I'll put the apron on again.
Yeah.
Get baked triplet out there. But it was fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
What should you make next? We get to decide. You get to decide, not the listeners.
Oh, also parchment paper is stupid as well.
Parchment paper is stupid.
Yeah.
You'd rather just put it right on.
Yeah, I did not enjoy my time with parchment paper.
What was I was kind of watching, but I was kind of also I was making my bed for my. People were like, "Why is Brad making his bed?" It's because my newborn son projectile pooped on the sheets. And
Projectile pooped,
dude. Actually, I forgot to tell you that. So I came over to your house and talked to you and like returned that bowl the other day.
Yeah,
and I was supposed to be going and getting something for Catherine. And so I hung out and talked with you for like 15 minutes. And then I went and she called me. She's like, "Hey, are you almost home?" And I was like, "I actually just left." And she's like, "Okay, can you turn around and come back? Because he projectile pooped and I've never experienced that before."
Oh, wow.
So apparently like it literally like went, feet across the room. I don't know, 4 feet or something like that. Yeah.
You guys have done this 4 times?
That's the thing. We've never done that. Like, and so we had to change our cozier sheets. And since she was holding the baby, I did it by myself. And it was not easy. It's not my best day.
Dang.
But
projectile poop is a bummer.
Yeah, it was wild. I didn't even experience it personally, but somebody on the live stream was like, "Why is Brad changing his sheets so late at night?" And I was like, "Listen, man."
And people were just like, "Why is it taking so long for him to make his bed?" Because they're like 10 minutes later, still making the bed.
It was one of those things where I was trying to go so fast that I was struggling with fitted sheets and stuff. You put on one and then you go to the other one and try to go too fast and the other one flies off. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, the live stream was awesome, dude. You did great.
People liked it. I had fun. Just like intentionally triggering people. Like I'd put a nasty spatula in my apron pocket.
People were so mad.
Yeah, I knew they wouldn't like that.
I did see people say wash your hands a lot. Was that what similar?
I think that was because I was like touching raw eggs and then like wiping my nose a lot and then get back in the action. I was like, it's my germs. I'm the one eating it.
Yeah.
How bad could it be? Actually, I don't know why I was supposed to wash my hands, but I did eventually.
That's good.
So yeah, it was fun. Maybe I'll do more in the future. Took forever though. It said prep was supposed to take 7 minutes. I think it took me like close to 45 or an hour. So
yeah, you were hamming it up for the crowd.
Trying to build a little something. So. Let's do either win of the week or comment of the week at the end, and one now. Which one do you want to do? Win. WH.
I'll do win now.
Let's do wins now.
Day. My win of the week. I'm gonna keep it simple. I've only done it 4 times in my entire life. I had a baby this past week, and it was awesome.
Quattro.
He's the man. Permission to say this and not be mean to my other kids.
Good with me. It's good with you, Timon.
I think sure. He's the cutest baby I've ever had. He's the cutest one yet.
Really?
He's so cute, dude. Like I'm like every time I see him, I'm like he is. Like I just laugh out of excitement. Like,
we're just getting better and better, Kevin.
Holy cow! Well, all of our kids have always been like pretty light complected, like more like me. And he seems like he's darker hair, darker eyes. Like it seems like he's more of a Catherine. And so maybe that's why I think he's so cute, is because it's like you look nothing like
me. He doesn't look like me. Awesome.
Yeah, he looks like you, Kath.
So cute.
So anyway, so that's my win. Henry's the win.
That's a great win. Mine is very short and sweet as well. I was thinking about this in the shower before we started recording today, and I was thinking, thank goodness this isn't a burden to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Because like as it starts to become more and more of our the piece of the pie of our income, like how much would it suck if we had to fake a friendship or fake rapport or fake
we don't
enthusiasm for the sake of like, well, we make a little bit of money off this now, so we should probably keep doing it. Oh, that would suck if we had to fake this.
Dude, I've had the thought a few times. Timon, tell me if you've ever thought this.
Okay.
There's a few times, like, just in the 4 years we've done this, I will often...
Almost 5
years that we've done this. I will often get to Jake's house, sit in my car for a second, and either listen to a jingle or like look at my notes or think about anything else I could write down, and then go inside. And when it's just me and Jake, no big deal. But sometimes Timon will get here while I'm still in my car, and then he'll get here and I'll go inside with Timon. And I think, does Timon think like Jake and I are on such bad terms that we can't just like hang out with each other unless it's with Timon?
Brad's stewing over here.
Have you ever thought that? Like,
no.
Okay. Because like every once in a while it's like, or we'll get in here and I'm like, we're not talking. We're just like looking at our computers or something. Timon's like, I wonder if Jake and Brad are okay.
It's funny because I could see it being like, if you don't like your job, you stay in the parking lot till 8:59.
100%.
Like, all right, I'll go in there and
Or like, yeah, I'll wait till Timon gets here because I don't want the tension to be weird with Jake and I. Like, and in reality, it's like, well, okay, Timon's here. I should probably go inside now and get ready. But
That's funny.
yeah, I actually, piggybacking off your win, not exactly. I agree. Thank you. I'm grateful to do this with you guys, especially Jake. No offense.
it would just stink if we were just like, hey, our biggest commodity to the podcast is our friendship, and it doesn't exist. We have to fake it.
We don't really want to watch the client together, but we're just forcing it. Along with that, when Catherine went into labor on Wednesday, I texted my buddies. I texted all my like football friends, like the people that we talk about Chiefs group chat with.
Chiefs group chat.
So like Jake, Scott, Harrison, Peter, Isaac, like all those guys, Gunner, Luke. Hey, can you guys please be praying for me? But then I also texted my Kanakuk friends the same thing, texted my family. And then I texted two people that I knew from the podcast. I texted Jensen and I texted the Swicks.
Oh, fun.
And that to me is like wild. That like this podcast is not only just like, and I knew that they would be praying. Like I knew like that was like a real, like I've never even met the Swicks, dude. I've never seen them in person. I think they exist.
You still haven't.
No, I've never met them. I've talked to them on the phone, whatever. But like we are friends that have never met each other because of the podcast, and two people that I'm like, I want you guys praying for me in this situation, and you guys, know and love us and all this stuff. So anyway, that was just a cool win to be like, and I also texted TJ, like people that like 2 years ago were not really in my life at all.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now they're like some of my people, like people that I know like are in my corner and going to be, there for me and support me and stuff. So anyway, just cool things to be thankful for. I texted Josh Brumfield when he was born. I was like, dude, because he had a boy recently and his name's Henry.
Cool.
I think they're calling him Hank. But
That's nice.
anyway, just a cool win, just to be like, wow, look at this podcast and how it's unintentionally, created these
great people in your life.
Yeah.
That is a pretty cool
Blessings.
realization. It's also funny. I can't believe you still haven't met the Swicks yet. Man, back in the day, if you had to do online dating, you would have been catfished. Yeah, you would have. You're lucky they're the Swicks and they're great people.
Manti Bradow. Yeah. I know. They're awesome. Supposedly. Who knows?
Allegedly.
I like meet
fun.
Kirsty and like she does some weird thing with her eyes, like she blinks like 15 times. Like, so how you doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, you are a freak.
Oh, you're way more fun in text.
Oh, you weirdo.
Well, let's talk about Main Street Roasters, and then we're going to get to our special guest and special performance and special segment
All right.
of this podcast.
Yeah.
So, last week I wrote a letter from war to Main Street Roasters, just off the dome. This week I asked ChatGPT to do something similar, and it did an interesting job. I'll try my best.
Okay.
What's my wife's name this week?
Well, Deborah Miller is the owner of Main Street Roasters. So Deborah.
My dearest Deborah, as I sit here under the expansive sky, the night cloaked in serene silence, only broken by the distant murmur of fellow soldiers. Soldiers. My thoughts meander to you in our cozy mornings. It's in these moments of tranquility, amidst chaos, that I find myself yearning for the simple pleasures we often take for granted, particularly the aromatic bliss of our morning coffee from Main Street Roasters. Oh, how I long for promo code GRKC. 10% off every purchase.
How I know.
Morning, night, day. Oh, how I long for your touch and the sweet touch of Main Street Roasters on my lips. You'd find amusement in the fact that even here, amidst the tumultuous times and the uncertainty, coffee remains a steadfast companion to us weary souls. It's not just a beverage, my love, but a momentary escape. A brief interlude that transports us back to the warmth of home. I'm going to scroll down. Reflecting on these moments, I'm struck by the power of such a simple pleasure to uplift the spirit. It's a testament to the resilience of the human heart. Finding comfort and joy in the smallest of things, even in the midst of war. As I pen this letter, I dream of the day we can once again enjoy our morning ritual together, drinking Main Street Roasters coffee. And not just for the taste of coffee, but for the shared silence, the exchanged glances that speak volumes, and the unspoken gratitude of another day together. Until that day, my love, Deborah, keep a cup ready for me. Forever yours, Jim.
I love keep a cup ready for me.
Keep a cup ready for me.
I want that on a shirt. Keep a cup ready for me. Main Street Roasters, keep a cup ready for me.
ChatGPT wrote 10 times more than that. They really went off.
A
And I
letter,
just
you
chose like every 5 sentences. So anyway, all that being said, get your coffee while you can, while we still have a free country, while the soldiers are still fighting for
That's
us.
right.
Before the 2024 election?
Hey, it's election year. I'd get your coffee now.
That's right. Stock up on coffee.
It's election year. Anything can happen.
You can subscribe and save to Main Street Roasters, which is cool. So I think that's a fun option. Or you can even send that as a gift, like a subscription to coffee. Looks like all their coffee starts at $13.99, guys. And we give you a 10% off discount with GRKC. So check it out. I am intrigued by Vermont Maple Nut. That one sounds nice to me.
I have enjoyed my time in Vermont previously in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just something about maple. I don't know. I've liked a pecan coffee in the past, so I might try that.
It's adjacent.
Anyway, check them out, mainstreetroasters.com. Promo code is GRKC, 10% off. Let's do a game.
Let's do a game. All right.
It's time to game.
Timon, get your hiney over here. Wide camera, mic up. Check, check. Sounds good to me. All right. We're bringing Timon over. Hello, surprise. So yeah, we're about to do blindfolded karaoke with Brad and Timon, but it's copyrighted music, so it can't go on YouTube. So if you want to listen to that, it is included in the audio version. There will be a video portion that we're going to do something with. Maybe post it on our YouTube, maybe post it on Patreon. But if you want to listen to it right now, go listen to the audio version and then come back and we'll finish the episode here on YouTube. All right.
Timon, stay here for the...
Just us three. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's my bad. I'm trying to figure out how to stop us.
Look to the western sky.
I love that part.
That's the best part,
That's
yeah.
the best part, yeah. And if you want to find me.
What are we going to do with? Oh, comment of the week. Mine is from, there was that thread, Rachel Martin, Rachel
Maybe
Martin,
different one than me, I think.
was like, in their Ghostrunners Facebook group, was like, anyone else have like weird things that they believed as a kid? And there were so many good ones. There was one about the like, we thought if, me and my best friend thought that if we stomped on the ground, it would make Satan mad. So we'd go to the park and say, take that, Satan, as we're stomping around. But my favorite one comes from Gina Fauner. She says, I thought clowns were a race of people. A man clown marries a woman clown and they have clown babies. And that's where clowns come from.
Oh my goodness.
That is such a funny sentence on its own.
Wow.
I thought clowns were a race of people. I wish I could have thought of that. So yeah, Gina, you made me laugh. Well done.
That's awesome.
Gosh, we have so many people posting in our Facebook that I'm having a hard time finding mine. Here it is. Marissa Privet. She posted on our Facebook page, Ghostrunners Podcast. Shout out to Jake, Brad, and Timon for providing solid entertainment as I take care of my first baby at all hours of the day. They've made postpartum life a little brighter. And then there are 28 other comments similar, like in some way saying something along the lines. It's just cool. Anytime people say anything about how we've helped them in any way, it's just cool. But obviously that's a real thing for what we're going through right now. So right there with you.
Mine is from Micah Stelling. Does anyone else ever feel protective over Timon? It's hilarious when Brad.
All right. Hey, let's go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever.
When Brad abruptly cuts off Timon or teases him with a great comedic timing. But golly, sometimes I just feel so bad for Timon. I want to protect him and hear more from Timon. So Brad, be more kind. Or not. Not my podcast.
It's not your podcast either, Timon.
Not mine. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
It's fine.
All right. Let us know what you think of the AI-generated guest on the podcast
Pretty
today.
real.
Technology's getting insane.
Did it look lifelike? I know we had some problems with his hair. His hair is a little bouncy. Like, move up and down, Timon. See, his hair is like a little too bouncy. We're going to have to figure that out. But yeah, pretty lifelike.
And you can like interact. Like
Yeah. Like it is like you
convincing.
can't go through him,
No.
which is pretty neat. But you can interrupt him. So that's our thing. Thanks for listening. Any final words?
No, thanks. Yeah. Nope. Love you guys. See ya. Ghostrunners Podcast. Every